Today is the anniversary of the beginning of filming of the Love Boat TV show clear back in 1977. So we're going to talk about the upcoming Love Boat cruise. I've got updates for you on lots of other Princess cruise ships right now, as well as the direction that we think Princess is going. We have got so much to talk about today. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Saturday. It is September 24th of 2022, and we've got lots to talk about. First of all, like I said, today marks the anniversary that they started filming the first Love Boat TV show on the Pacific Princess clear back in 1977. So clearly there's a lot of water under the bridge then. I know so many of us watched that TV show over the years and have thoroughly enjoyed it, so we are looking forward to the Love Boat cruise. If you're not aware of that, the Love Boat cruise is going to set sail from Los Angeles to the Mexican Riviera. It's a 7-day round-trip sailing there from Los Angeles, San Pedro. And I went back and found the original press release that Princess released when they announced that cruise was going to go. And I should have added it's on the Discovery Princess. And so anyway, the things that they said that are going to be on that Love Boat themed cruise that I am really excited to go on. They're going to have a sail away party, and usually Gordon and I try to do a live at Sail Away, so I'm going to see what I can do about showing the Sail Away party on that cruise. It's always a little sticky because a lot of time YouTube does not like copyrighted music, but I'm going to see what we can do about that, just to at least give you a taste of how it's like there. They are also going to have a festive 1970s inspired Love Boat disco deck party. It's going to return exclusively for a command performance on this cruise. They're going to have a renewal of vows ceremony hosted by Whalen, which Jill Whalen, she was Vicky in the original TV show there. They're going to have a Q&A with the cast, sharing favorite memories of the show, and Gavin MacLeod, who has passed away, so we'll have a opportunity to think about that. A birthday celebration honoring MacLeod. So Gavin MacLeod's birthday is in February, and so that was when the initial cruise was scheduled for, but then the cast couldn't come, so they rescheduled it to this October 22nd sailing. So we'll have to see. I would like to think that they'll have some sort of fun party remembering him, and maybe we'll all get cake. I don't know. They're going to also have Love Boat episodes airing on Movies Under the Stars and in staterooms, Love Boat trivia with the cruise director, cast photo opportunities, Love Boat themed menus and specialty cocktails. How fun is that? And then finally, themed decor, photo backdrops, and merchandise. So I'm really excited about that. If you want to still go on that cruise, there's a little bit of space left. I looked, and so if you want to come and you haven't signed up, you might want to think about it, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I mentioned in our live that I think it will be fun anyway, because there's going to be all of these people, of whom I am one, on the cruise who remembers the Love Boat TV show, absolutely loved it, and that kind of makes us extra special people. So if you, I'm looking forward to meeting everyone who will be on that cruise, and it's just going to be great. Now, if you didn't know, the Sapphire Princess is restarting today, and we've got a couple of Let's Go family members on there, and Holly was so kind. I really appreciate this update. She says that anyone headed to the Port of Los Angeles for today's sailing, September 24th, on the Sapphire Princess, should be aware that Princess is having everyone drop their luggage off at berth 46, where the ship is docked, then drive back and park at berth 93, where the ship returns on October 4th. They're then shuttling us from berth 92 back down to the ship at berth 46, and she said it's such a confusing process, and I could see that, because you're used to just going and parking and taking your luggage, or pulling up and dropping off your luggage, not having to go somewhere else and park. And then our Let's Go family member also commented and said that there is no parking available at berth 46 or 50, so just be aware that you're not going to be parking there. And so I think that it's also really nice to know that, so you can drop off your luggage so that you're not parking and then trying to have to take your luggage on the shuttle and everything. So thank you, Holly. We are really excited to hear about how this sailing goes. It's great to have the Sapphire Princess back in business. It's just splendid. So thank you so much, Holly, and bon voyage to you and to everyone else who is on that ship today. Also, a Let's Go family member also let us know, and this is also over on our Facebook group, so if you haven't joined us there, it's just Let's Go Travel Tips. Come and join us. She said that she won her bid. They are going to be on the Enchanted Princess on October 8th of 2022, and they got it for their minimum bid. And so she didn't say how much she bid, like what kind of cabin she won or anything, so if you feel like it, Diana, go ahead and give us some more details there, and I'll keep my eye on the Facebook page as well. But when I looked, there weren't any other details, but it would be really great to know like which cabin you got and just everything about it. So we're really excited for you though, and this is the first person that has told us that they won their bid, so hopefully we're off to a good start with that. The next thing is we've got a Let's Go family member who is on the Grand Princess, and you might recall that they left port like 8 hours late because one of the generators went out for their engines. And so they had a little bit of a change right at the beginning with their itinerary. Like they missed Icy Strait Point. I believe they got to Juneau a day late, but then they got to spend the whole day there, and then the rest of the itinerary has been as scheduled. She said that about 4 days ago there was a low-key announcement to please start wearing your mask all of the time, except for when you're eating or drinking or when you're in your stateroom. And she didn't say how many people are doing that, but she said just wanted to let us all know about that. And then she said that they are having an absolutely wonderful time. So I'm really glad that everything is going wonderful in spite of having to wear masks there some. Now, we have been talking about how the transfers are going from Laguardia down to the port. I have heard from really so many people, both in the comments and in emails, who have had trouble with those transfers. The transfers haven't come. Somebody also said that the transfer getting picked up at the ship was not good at all. To go back to the airport was a big mess, actually. And so I had said in my video yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, that you're not going to maybe want to take the transfers when you're going from LaGuardia. Well, two things on that. First of all, our Let's Go family member, Paul, was so nice to comment that they are using that transfer today from LaGuardia down to the port, and he said that it is going really smooth. So I like to think that they have worked out their problems with that, so everyone keep us up to date. If you're disembarking today, let us know how the transfers back to the airport went, and just rolling forward, everybody kind of share if there's any trouble, and also if it goes smoothly out of LaGuardia, that will help us too. Now, knowing that there was trouble, I let us know that when my daughter and I had gone to New York, we used a car service that we were very pleased with, and it is called Luxor Limousines. And so Gordon's going to put the link down underneath that you can either make your reservation online or you can just call them. And their phone number is 866-998-4111. And so I just wanted to let you know that's a really good option. And then someone else who has used car services there in New York City also said that Carmel, Carmel, they use that and we're happy with it. And also Dial 7, just dial and then the number 7, that they had used that car service as well. Now, another really big update, and I honestly think this is really big, and I had heard this in a couple of other places, but I had not had it verified by anybody on board, and so I think it's really important. I try not to tell you things that I don't know for sure. And so we've got a Let's Go family member who is on board, and the hostess informed them today that when they asked about what the Princess is doing for the passengers who reach their 1,000-day sailing milestone, meaning you've been on a Princess ship for 1,000 days, not consecutively, but that many days of all your sailings, she said that Princess did away with their milestone program about a week ago. However, if you booked your next milestone cruise prior to Princess ending the program, they will honor your milestone. And so I think it'll be interesting to see what they end up doing. If they've ended the program, if they're really going to have anyone prepared on board to do anything about it. And so, like I said, this person was on waiting for their recognition for hitting the 1,000-day milestone, which I would say that is huge. That's huge. And so let us know if they end up doing anything for you on this cruise, because you clearly had that cruise booked before they ended that program. I will say I am really disappointed that they have ended this program. I think that honestly, honestly, Princess should realize that these recognition programs are not expensive. It does not take a lot to have a special reception, give somebody a certificate, recognize them for sticking with your cruise line for that many days. And just so you know, it's the little things that I said the other day. It's the little things that people notice and that really matter. So maybe down the road they'll reconsider, and if not, you'll know they don't care. The next thing that I want to talk to you about, I really appreciated one of our Let's Go family members who has cruised for such a long time. He remembers going on cruises out of Florida when he was just a little boy with his parents and grandparents, and he still cruises. And so he has really seen the evolution of cruising over the years, and he pointed out some trends that I thought were very valuable to think about. As you know, Gordon and I didn't go, well, Gordon he cruised with his parents when he was young as well. So he has that. They went on a couple of cruises as a family, but where I lived, that was not a thing. And so anyway, there's a couple of things that I want to talk to you about and point out, and I think that it will explain a little bit to us. It'll give us a better view of what's going on in cruising right now, as well as what's going on with Princess a little bit. Not entirely, though. So a couple of things. First of all, he did let us know that he got the phone call. He's the first one that told me about it, that he got a phone call because he had signed up for that sweepstakes. The really interesting thing is, it says, I received a Princess call from a Princess rep. She identified her as someone working for a Princess contractor and immediately started talking about the TrackHouse racing and Princess's race car driver, Daniel Suarez. And she clearly had access to his file because she knew what cruises he had been on and what cruise he was booked on next. And she said that and I will say, she said that the drawings to give away those few cruises have not been done yet. So if you're wondering if you won, we don't know yet. So when I hear that that the winner has been announced, I'll let you know. But anyway, she just basically was reaching out to let him know that Princess is really excited about their TrackHouse racing and wanted to make sure that everybody knew about it. She said that they're also going to be doing an upcoming promotion that makes it so that Princess guests will be offered to participate in a program that's called the TrackHouse promotion. They have to put down a $99 or $100 deposit, allowing the guest to receive some benefits. And so we'll keep our eye out to hear what more comes with that program. That's all that she told him. And then she asked him where else he wanted a sail and said, he mentioned, well, maybe I'll go to Alaska next. So she read him a little spiel about that and then said, if you want to book that, call me back. And so let's stop right there. I wanted to say that I know that customer service with Princess has been outsourced. Clearly, some of the transfers have been outsourced, as we are seeing there in New York. And the reason I know that they've been outsourced is they told people who were on the transfers there that. And so we know that's been outsourced. And now we're having the Princess... the people who are calling about this, but clearly people who will be booking your cruises with Princess are also being outsourced. I will say that I know that is a trend in some businesses these days, but I don't really like that trend. I really would like to have someone who actually knows what they've been doing, who has cruised, who knows what's going on. We have a wonderful Let's Go family member who did work for Princess. She's retired now, and I love her because she was so kind to send me an email after my frustration about trying to use my future cruise credits and book a Princess Easy Air flight, which I have just booked a flight now. I have a flight, and if Gordon ends up being able to come, we're just going to book his flight separate. It's just from here to Los Angeles, so it's not a big deal for us. So anyway, she said I would have been able to do it for you, and I know I know a lot of Princess reps that could have done it for me. I just couldn't manage to get one of them on the phone. So there is that trend of outsourcing. Then the next thing I wanted to talk about here is just a little bit. He said that as they're talking about this race car, this racetrack racing and everything to do with that, they clearly are going after a different demographic than what we have that are currently sailing for the most part and what has historically sailed with Princess. I thought it was so interesting, though, that he pointed out that when a celebrity cruise line first started, they were Chandris, and they were a little bit more traditional cruising, but then he noticed that when they started building their huge ships, they started marketing to a younger group of people. And this is really interesting. I had never thought of this before. He said that his own parents sailed with them for a long time and thoroughly loved it. But he pointed out that now there are some people, everybody has different budgets. And so we have people who cruise an awful lot. And then sometimes as you get much older, like in your late 80s, then you don't have quite as much money to cruise. It depends on how much you had to start with. And you all know how economics works. But anyway, they clearly decided to go after younger people that had more disposable income. I know there's older people that have limitless disposable income as well to spend more on the ships. But it became very clear that Celebrity was going after a younger market, which clearly if you like I've done all of my training with Celebrity, they say they market to Gen X, like I said, which includes me, and clearly they're not marketing to Gen X. They are marketing more to the people, I would say, in their like mid to late 30s, clear into their 40s, that have a lot more disposable income, who want to sell. That's who they're going after, is just that younger people. But anyway, I really appreciated him saying that. As you saw Celebrity move from their Solstice class up to their Edge class, it became really clear what they're doing. And I think, and he pointed out, and I agree, that Princess is doing the same thing with their ships. We had the Crown class, the Royal class, now we've got this new Sphere class, and it's huger. Everything is changing with it. So it's going to be really interesting to see how things change. And I want to hear from you if all of this is going to change who you want to sail on. I know that we've kind of got to see how this goes. I am excited to see how things are on the new Sun Princess, but I'm not giving up on Princess at all. I do hope that they maintain some of the things that people in my demographic, my age group, really enjoy, because I really do enjoy it a lot. I hope that they don't change it so much that then I need to move to somewhere else. But I thoroughly enjoyed Holland America when I was on there this summer for a week to Alaska, and I've got a group cruise to Alaska next year on Holland America, and I would not do a group cruise on any cruise line that I was not sure that I would thoroughly enjoy, because I don't want to encourage people to come with me on a cruise that I don't think that they will enjoy. So I really think that Holland America is an amazing option. But I just wanted to thank our Let's Go family member for all of this history and for that excellent perspective as a way to think of things. And I thought that it might inform some of your considerations and thought processes as well. So let me know what you're thinking about that. And to me, this is separate than the problems we're having with Princess. This is separate with them being unable to manage their customer service. It's separate from them having such a hard time. You read my comments, you know what everybody's complaints are. So to me, this is separate. In the long run, it's not going to be separate, though. It's going to be a problem if they don't get it worked out. But let me know what you think about that. And then I've got two other things to let you know about. First of all, we have some Let's Go family members that were on the Enchanted Princess, and due to the storms, they have missed some different ports. And so let me tell you what it says. And they are on the Enchanted Princess right now. So as Hurricane Fiona has wreaked havoc in so many parts there and moving up and into Canada now, it says due to the adverse weather conditions, 3 of their 5 port stops were canceled. So Newport, Rhode Island, Bar Harbor, Maine, and Halifax, Canada were all canceled. And they were just informed last night, I believe it was, with this message, that each guest is going to receive a $100 onboard credit. Additionally, each guest will receive a future cruise credit equal to 35% of the cruise fare that they paid for the voyage. And they pointed out that, of course, none of that was mandatory, and it's the discretion of the cruise line. But I wanted to let you know what it looks like Princess is doing. And I'm going to say, I think that is actually a good move for them. You know what? No one controls the weather except for, of course, God. And so there's not, a cruise line cannot help it if you're on a cruise and huge storms come through and they're not able to call in ports. So I appreciate that they did that. That will give people a little bit more of a future cruise credit to apply to another cruise, and hopefully things will go better. Last night in our live, people mentioned that Tony and Jenny canceled their cruise because they were supposed to be going on Holland America up there. And so afterwards, I'd been so busy babysitting yesterday, I hadn't seen that video. So we did watch it when we were done. And so I felt bad they had to cancel due to the weather, but the weather is just the weather. And so that's what is going on in the Enchanted Princess now. If any of you have had your cruise affected, let us know as well, anything that you were offered and just how things went. Now, finally, the very last thing, and I probably should have said it 2 things actually. First of all, anybody sailing on that Royal Princess sailing that I told you about the other day that they're going to be filming a TV show on, has anybody got any other information on that? Like, I don't know if it's like another Love Boat show. I kind of don't think so from the way the announcement was, but I was just wondering if any of you have received any other information on that. The other thing I wanted to let you know, and this is huge, keep your eye on me here on Monday, because on Monday, Canada is supposed to make big announcements about their ArriveCan app, about the random testing that they are doing at their major airports when people come in. And so I'm going to really be watching that Monday, so keep an eye on me then. And then also I wanted to let you know that Gordon's got our Mykonos video edited, and so we're going to put that up tomorrow. And I am also later today going to do a video just talking to you a little bit about Mykonos, because I love Mykonos, but I also think it's really helpful if you've not been there yet, or even if you've been there before. I love to hear what people have to say, because then it lets me know maybe what to make sure to not miss next time, or a little bit more of what to expect. So I'm going to do a little video that is just going to go out. We decided to make them separate, just for ease, and because I think that maybe it would get really, really long if you tried to listen to me talk and then watch the video, but those will both be out tomorrow as well. And so I hope you enjoy it. Mykonos is extraordinary. There's a reason that it is such a famous Greek island. It is so beautiful there, and there is so much to see. So thank you all for sticking with me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. We really do need you in our Let's Go family, and we have an amazing community here. Amazing. Also, if you appreciate these updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment and let us know what you're thinking about how the changes, maybe with the new ships and the new direction that Princess is going, what you think. And I would love to hear from any of you who had the lovely experience to cruise Celebrity early on and now, and kind of what you have noticed the differences are, or any cruise lines, because truly all cruise lines are constantly evolving and changing. So would love to hear about that. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.